Please join me in welcoming Sushant Medikandla to the podium to introduce this morning's color guard.
Good morning. Good morning. At this time, to honor our country, our state, and our military, we would like to present the colors. Our color guard today is Akil Shet, presenting the POW-MIA flag, Michaela Christensen, presenting the flag of Illinois, and Samantha Becker, presenting the flag of the United States. We request that everyone remain standing until the flags are put into their standards. Now will everyone please stand quietly and face the flags. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please do. Please rise again for our national anthem. Once again, good morning, Mustangs. Welcome to our long-anticipated Blue Ribbon Award ceremony. We are a Blue Ribbon school, district, and community, and it is my honor to hold up high our Blue Ribbon Award, which was given to Ms. Reamer, Dr. Wegley, and myself by the U.S. Department of Education last week just outside of Washington, D.C. It is my honor to stand before you today and join you in celebrating this outstanding recognition by the Department of Education as an exemplary, high-performing school. One of only 2 public middle schools in the state of Illinois to receive that distinction this year. To put this in perspective, this is the equivalent of winning the Super Bowl or an Academy Award at the Oscars. This is a huge deal, and it is shared by all, students, staff, and community members, as it's a reflection of all of our collective efforts throughout District 30 to support our students and promote a safe learning environment for all. Take great pride in the role that you've played in us receiving this honor. And don't forget those who have graduated, retired, and left District 30, who set the stage for our sustained greatness we experience today. To that end, I'd like to pause and recognize some of our esteemed guests who have joined our ceremony this morning. Let me first begin by introducing and thanking our incredible District 30 administrative team, led by Dr. Wegley, our superintendent, who you will hear from shortly, Dr. Hirsch, Ms. Schulman, Dr. Falk, Mr. Falk, Dr. Cole, and our district office, who has offered unwavering support of Maple's innovative mindset and established incredible learning opportunities prior to and during the pandemic. Let me also thank our colleagues, Dr. Carlson and Dr. Brown, and the Westcott and Willowbrook staffs for your partnership in making Maple and District 30 a school system that fosters excellence, promotes innovation, and places students first. Also in attendance is our collaborative District 30 school board, who paved the way for us to build this incredible facility. Our board, who always has the best interest of students at the forefront of decisions, includes Board President Mrs. Nancy Arps, Vice President Mr. Jeff Zerker, and board members Mrs. Zavit Blonder, Mr. Keith Karchmar, Mr. Dan Levin, Mr. Amar Risky, and Dr. Stephanie Yohannan. Other special guests include former board presidents Chuck Gittles, Ursula Sedlak, and Karen Roloff, former Maple Department Chair and Leader Robin Kogan, former Maple Principal Steve Waits, and his successor at as Maple's principal and a personal mentor of mine, Dr. Nate Carter. Thank you all for your leadership and the roles you've played over the years to help us achieve this incredible recognition. Lastly, I'm honored to introduce State Senator Laura Fine, State Senator Julie Morrison, and State Representative Jennifer Gong Gershwitz. We are inspired by your presence at our ceremony, and we thank you for your support as you continue to find ways to assist schools through this challenging time. We are also grateful for the support from Glenview and Northbrook, with Northbrook's village manager, Kara Pavlicek, with us today. Thank you. Students, please join me in giving a huge ovation to our award-winning District 30 staff. Pulled directly from our application, Maple's staff is exceptional and an irreplaceable piece that sets Maple School apart from others. Their commitment to our students and families and willingness to go above and beyond to differentiate and support for our students' growth is inspiring. You are the best in the business. From your knowledge of best teaching practices to the heart you have for caring for your students, there is no group of individuals I would rather partner with to support our Maple and District 30 community. Congratulations on this recognition by the Department of Education. Staff, please return the favor and join me in congratulating our unbelievable students with a round of applause. Again, taking directly from the text of our application, our students have generous hearts and are always looking for ways to give back to the community. Being a Maple Mustang means something. It means you're a role model for others in the community. It signifies that you are a member of a team that places an emphasis on learning, innovation, and challenging the status quo. But most importantly, being a Maple Mustang is about being a good person. With the pillars of character counts as our foundation, all members of the Mustang herd understand that treating others with kindness and respect, having grace for yourself and others, and appreciating each individual for the unique qualities they bring to our community are the keys to true success. Mustang families, students, and staff, you are exemplary in every sense of the word. Let this National Blue Ribbon Award serve as affirmation of your hard work and commitment to being the best version of yourself, and not as news that you are special. Each of you embodies what it means to be a blue ribbon school, not only through your test scores and executive functioning skills, but through the manner in which you present yourself and how you treat others. There is no school or district more deserving of this award. Congratulations again to all stakeholders, and take time to appreciate the massive accomplishment we are celebrating today. It is now my privilege to call to the podium Dr. Wegley, Superintendent of Northbrook Glenview School District 30, to say a few congratulatory and inspiring words. Dr. Wegley, please accept this blue ribbon recognition as the representative for our Westcott, Willowbrook, and District 30 stakeholders.
That is a sweet award. Woo. Good morning, Maple and District 30. I also welcome and thank our distinguished guests, the Board of Education, and I add our congratulations to our staff, students, and community for earning this incredible achievement. I also sincerely thank those who preceded us, especially the board members, administrators, and staff with us today. We recognize that they laid the foundation on which we stand. We share this distinction with the Maple and District 30 family through time. Our distinguished guests also include local officials along with state representatives and senators. All of these individuals serve our community well and reflective of our entire community, value and support education. We benefit from you all and are proud to have you with us and to share this award with you today. I've lived in our community for 16 years, and I am truly honored to be your superintendent. I'm incredibly proud of Maple School for being nominated for and earning this well-deserved Blue Ribbon Award for exemplary high-performing schools. Thank you to Mr. Kurtz, Mrs. Holscott, Maple's staff leadership team, and everyone who played a part in reflecting Maple and District 30 in the official application process. And thank you to Ms. Reamer and Mr. Kurtz for representing Maple and District 30 with me so honorably at last week's National Blue Ribbon Ceremony. It's an incredible event. And to be there representing all of us was truly special for all of us who went. And as Mr. Kurtz shared, this is a huge deal. We get precious few opportunities to reflect on and celebrate all that we have within District 30. This is one of those times. Nominated schools must have excellence in the fields of academics, arts, and athletics. We do. And together we make this a great place to grow up. We exist to create a community that craves learning, fosters resiliency, and cares deeply about every student, and we accept responsibility for all of our students. And this award reflects Maple, Westcott, and Willowbrook's committed and talented educators, our incredibly supportive community, and our hardworking students who invest in your own education. And truly, students, you are surrounded by exceptional people, and you are going to, through time, recognize how special you truly are. You are incredible students, and we are lucky to serve you and lucky to have you here. And all of you are lucky to be surrounded by such incredible people as you go through your education. And of course, that has never been more on display than with our unified efforts to get through this time together. With our students at the center of everything we do, it is truly my honor and privilege to accept this award on behalf of all of District 30. Congratulations, District 30 family. Our Board of Education President, Mrs. Nancy Arts, our past boards, and our current board set an incredibly positive tone across District 30. I thank them for their service and support, and I'm excited to now present this award to Mrs. Arts, who represents our community and Board of Education.
Thank you, Dr. Wegley, and thank you for your leadership of District 30. I also add my welcome and appreciation to our Board of Education members and distinguished guests. I am incredibly proud to accept Maple's National Blue Ribbon School Award on behalf of our Board of Education and our District 30 community. We would not be here today celebrating this outstanding achievement without the incredible support of our community. Our community clearly values education and cares for all of our children. District 30 has received tremendous support for building a new Maple school, keeping our schools going during the COVID-19 pandemic, and completing the elementary capacity project. This award recognizes our district's and community's emphasis on creating a rich learning experiences and dynamic environments that promote our students' growth. Thank you to all who have been part of these efforts that make District 30 such a special place for our students and families. Achieving the Blue Ribbon Award recognizes the dedication of our district's incredible teachers and staff. You are the main reason why Maple earned this distinction. This award is a reflection of what outstanding educators you are and your dedication to our students. Thank you for your tireless work each and every day. I also want to recognize our students. You are amazing, and you are the reason why our district exists, and the final ingredient of why we earned the Blue Ribbon Award. Congratulations, Maple School and District 30. Let's continue to celebrate this special national recognition.
It's not. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, Mr. Pilnick and the Maple Band for your outstanding performance and for getting our ceremony started with an enthusiastic celebratory drum line. Thank you also, Dr. Wegley and Mrs. Arts, for your remarks. I now have the honor of introducing our next speaker as we continue our celebration. Song Ha Park is our newly elected Student Council President and exemplifies the pillars of character in all that she does. Song Ha is your student representative accepting this Blue Ribbon Award on our students' behalf and addressing you this morning to share what this distinction means to her. Please welcome to the podium your Student Council President, Song Ha Park.
Good morning, guests, Dr. Wegley, Mr. Kurtz, Ms. Holthoff, staff, and students. Thank you to all those who have spoken just now. My name is Song Park, and I'm the president of Student Council, but many of you know me as Ariana. Firstly, I would like to express my gratitude. It is an immense honor for me to be standing here making this speech on behalf of our school. As you probably know by now, Maple is a Blue Ribbon school. Blue Ribbon Award winners are congratulated for their academic and social growth shown throughout the school years. When I first moved to the States, giving a speech, becoming student council president, and representing the community was not what I expected my future to be. I was a foreigner who was still very new to the customs, traditions, and the language. Out of my 5 years in America, 4 years have been spent in District 30. The last 2 years spent at Maple were the years where I grew most as a person and a student. When I was in 6th grade, middle school was new for me, as it was to everyone else. However, for me, it was only my 4th year in the U.S. compared to everyone else who lived here their whole life. I needed a lot of help from my peers and my amazing teachers. With support from my teachers, I went from a student who had trouble finding a voice in my writing to me right now giving this speech. All the teachers I had were helpful and thoughtful with everything that was relevant to the students. I want to give a huge shout out to all the Maple staff. Let's give them a warm applause. Specifically to my 3 wonderful advisory teachers, Ms. King-Mulvihill, Ms. Kane, and Mr. Manders, I express my appreciation for all you do. To all advisory teachers, your advisory lessons are what is holding all of the other classes together for students. One spring day last year, the kids of Ms. Kane's advisory were unusually down and moody. Sensing that, Ms. Kane respected us by giving us space, but later she also led us in group fun activities to get our energy back, such as mind and body tricks or sharing fun facts. This is just one example of how our school community went through the highs and lows together. School isn't just a building. School is what we made. The actions we do, like the camp food drive, or the toy drive coming up, or the musical, and much more, are what defines what Maple School is. We always come together to support each other. Maple is our school because we made it. Our network of connections that we developed over time is what made our school a Blue Ribbon Award winner. From my friends and 8th grade peer partners in 6th grade, I learned the routines and responsibilities of a student as well as how to figure out friendships. Especially from my 8th grade peer partners, I learned how to manage workloads and stress. It was very helpful, and that is why I decided to get involved. I became a peer partner because it was the best way to help students in other grades. I would like to give back what I received from this school. I would like to do that through my peer partner events and as first student council president. We all have our own personal stories on how Maple impacted our lives. This was mine and how it helped me grow. Now think about yours. What is your story? This award belongs to us. We have made the past years a success by giving everything we've got. So I thank you for all your effort. I thank you for all your support. And I thank you for being a blessing. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your inspiring thoughts with us, Soha, and for all that you continue to do to model Maple's values and serve our school community. Our final speaker at this morning's Blue Ribbon ceremony is Maple's art teacher, Miss Nettlehorst. Miss Nettlehorst is a longtime Maple Mustang who began her career right here at Maple School. Her engaging, creative, and inspirational teaching and leadership approaches make her the perfect representative to accept this Blue Ribbon honor for our staff and to speak to you today about what Maple is and what we value. Please join me in welcoming your art teacher, Miss Nettlehorst, to the podium.
Good morning. Thank you, Mr. Kurtz. I am proud to accept that on behalf of the staff. Yes, I have been here for 30 years, and I know what you're thinking. There's no way I could possibly be here for 30 years. Thank you. Yes, it was my first job out of college. I knew I had a good gig, and I stayed. At least being old is a benefit in this particular situation because I think longevity qualifies me to be able to speak about Maple School. We might have just won the Blue Ribbon Award, but I've known that we have always been a Blue Ribbon school. Now, just the country knows it. Speaking of longevity, one of the things that helps make us great is the consistency of administration that we have had. Our administrators' longevity speaks to their commitment to District 30. Mr. Steve Waits, Mr. Arnie Kahn, Dr. Nate Carter, Dr. Chris Brown, Ms. Betty Holtzkopf, and now Mr. Sam Kurtz, who also knew when he had it good because he was a teacher here and came back to be principal. The Maple School staff. We are here for the students, the parents, the community, and for each other. I am proud of my colleagues, their dedication, and their heart. For students, obviously we concentrate on the academic instruction. We have leading edge curricula, which goes without saying, but students are more than their academics. We run athletics, clubs, activities. We have developed our own social emotional learning program that benefits our individual students. We offer our time outside of school to answer questions about their classes or their personal lives. We are here for the whole students. For example, the other day I was in Mr. Kurtz's office and I noticed on his desk he had a little sculpture of paper. And I noticed that one of my students had made it in his downtime in my class. When I saw that student later that day, I commented to him that Mr. Kurtz had his sculpture on his desk. And the look on his face was amazement, like, I mean, he didn't throw that away. And you could see that he knew how much Mr. Kurtz cared. For our parents, we are all about communication. We reach out when there are difficulties, but also when there are things to celebrate. We meet regularly to discuss our students and make sure their needs are being met. We have a wonderful nurse, Ms. Katie Weissler, who cares for the kids above and beyond what her job calls for. She's a great liaison. She's a great liaison between the staff and parents when it comes to the health needs of our students. Plus, our psychologists are helping and assisting our parents on a daily basis. The Maple staff is also here for our community. We just celebrated our 20th annual Blue Blonde Run, and Lou, our former applied tech teacher, was a blue ribbon teacher himself. He used to make accommodations for our special needs students. The run raises, among other things, money for ALS and for student scholarships. We also have our annual Northfield Township Food Pantry and toy drives to help folks in the community. Last year, when there was a tragedy in our community, former Maple students came back because they needed the comfort of our teachers. This is how important our teachers are. We are also here for each other. We have Friday breakfasts where we're able to spend some downtime together. We have a smile program where teachers give anonymous gifts to each other to make them smile. One of the positives from last year's COVID experience is that we got to know other teachers we didn't normally see because we were the ones moving around the building, not the students. I developed new relationships that I wouldn't have otherwise. When talking about each other, one teacher commented to me that people look for ways to help each other out. We don't need to seek it out. Last year during COVID, one of our colleagues' mother passed away. And about 10 of us decided to drive to Indiana for the service, but we knew we couldn't go inside because of COVID. So we decided to celebrate her mother in the parking lots. And we knew that she would have done that for us too. This is how we are here for each other. Maple isn't just about teachers. We have wonderful support staff, like psychologists, custodians who during COVID were wiping down door handles, secretaries who we all really know run the school. Sorry. In fact, while marshaling for the Blue Blonde Run, former Principal Waits and I were standing at a corner, and Ms. Camp Janko, one of our secretaries, came up, and Mr. Waits commented why he knew that she was the one greeting our parents and our students because she had really great energy. We are a staff that cares. When you have a staff like ours, it is no wonder we are a blue ribbon school. Good education begins with good hearts. Maple School is a special place to work and be educated, and that's why I have been here for 30 years. When Mr. Kurtz asked me to present at today's assembly, I decided to take it upon myself to do something also that represents us, and I have created a painting as well. A profile of a student because we are student-centered. I have our Mustang because we have athletics and activities. I have a book to represent our academics. I have a heart because we care. I have an example of the pillars because we follow the character counts pillars. I have our district's logo because we support with our administration. I have some music notes that represent our fine arts. Our students get choices with our check, and of course our snowflake program. And of course the community, we have our PTO and our parent-teacher advisory.
Thank you, Mrs. Yu and the Maple Orchestra for your beautiful performances this morning, both now and with your lovely playing of the national anthem earlier. Also, thank you to Ms. Nettlehorst for sharing your insights and presenting your incredible art piece, which will be displayed prominently in Maple for many years to come. Please note that along with the blue ribbon plaque and Ms. Nettlehorst's beautiful painting, we will receive a flag that will fly proudly above Maple, reminding all who see it of the success we achieve through collaboration, innovation, and maintaining a student-centered mindset. This concludes today's assembly, and I want to once again thank all of our special guests for joining us today. Thank you also to our Maple and District 30 staff, students, and families viewing this virtually or in person, who, like always, demonstrated respect and pride throughout the ceremony. Congratulations again to all on this incredible award. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday. Eighth grade teachers, creative arts, world language teachers, you may now dismiss your students back to your class. 6th and 7th grade, thank you very much. You may continue with your day's schedule. Westcott Memorial